stories in my life. The story of who I thought I was and what the world was about. The only place to start this story is at the end of another. I had a breakthrough. It was the kind of event people watching from the sidelines would call a breakdown, a crack-up. But I saw it as a self-inflicted coming-of-age ritual and one of the best things to happen to me. Those familiar with the insect that undergoes a process of metamorphosis into a flying creature may understand what the hell I'm talking about. Pardon the tired-out metaphor, but that's exactly what happened to me. I was in a chrysalis. A crack in my veneer let the truth out. My real tale spirals out from there, shedding fictions and building new skins. This is where I start my story. A peek at the corn-fed, ill-equipped young man I was prior to the breakthrough. I was caught in my own act, woven from the stories and identity I inherited. Only the little room in Phoenix could help me get free. And God knows there's no one to be but yourself after that. You're either renewed or you're dead. And I wasn't ready to be dead. I wanted to act. And now I'm going to leave you and hand the rest over to a professional narrator. Happy listening.
Chapter 1. Younger Brother. There was a crash, and then a woman yelling. I ran upstairs through throngs of artists and jazz musicians, all the while following a cascading stream of water that led me to the bathroom. The door was open, and my roommate, Jeannie, was on the floor next to a broken sink, and her lover was pulling his pants up. She had apparently been sitting on it when his insistent thrusts brought it smashing to the floor. Everyone was laughing riotously, while water gushed out of the wall. "Can you take care of this, younger brother?" Jeannie asked me innocently as she headed back down to the party. I nodded and proceeded to do the best drunken plumbing a 21-year-old Midwestern boy knew how to do. Then I went out into the street and ran headfirst into the side of a parked car to relieve a little stress. It was the early 60s, and I was living in a part of Los Angeles called Laurel Canyon with a couple of older gals named Jen and Jeannie. People were beginning to live together in a communal fashion as brothers and sisters, and Jen and Jeannie treated me as if I were their kid brother and they were my older sisters. I had met my older sisters some months before at a favorite hangout, Barney's Beanery, a ramshackle Santa Monica Boulevard restaurant that had been drawing high and low-life clientele for several decades. They both were still in their 30s, and they were legends of sorts. Together, the two generated a bright light, a kind of aura that all sorts of people were drawn toward. They took a quick look at me and called me younger brother, a role I took on wholeheartedly, and crashing at their bungalow in lower Laurel Canyon was wonderful, until it wasn't. The household was a cultural hub of artists. There was a constant stream of amazing people coming and going, and I found myself in an exotic world that I didn't fully understand and began to wish I could be part of. Although I was never invited to sleep with either of them, both women were very liberal with their romantic alliances. The man who had broken the sink was the gregarious but deeply troubled painter John Altoon. Altoon was an abstract painter and a big deal in the L.A. art world. Tragically, John is as well known for the art he destroyed, always his own, as he is for what he created. Either his perfectionist sensibility was incapable of satisfaction, or he became convinced that his art was inadvertently revealing characteristics that he'd rather have kept private. Now I can relate, but back then I had no idea what to make of it. In addition to Altoon's regular visits, actor Lawrence Tierney lived at the house for a while as well.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.